Hello everybody, I am Crystal Clear 101. Welcome back to my channel. We have another Star Wars Micro Machines review today, and this time it is the Trunch Run set. This set was released in late 2015. It is a general release, and the suggested retail is $9.99. Now let's look over the packaging. First off, on the left hand side of the card, we have the Star Wars Micro Machines logo, along with the name of the set, which in this case is simply Trunch Run. On the reverse side of the card, in the top left-hand corner, we have the Star Wars A New Hope Micro Machines logo. In the top right-hand corner, we have the contents of the set, which include Wedge Antilles' Xwing, a battle-damaged Ywing, Luke Skywalker's Xwing, Darth Vader's TIE Advanced, a TIE Fighter, a TIE Pilot, and Luke Skywalker microfigures. And in the middle of the card, we have advertisement for two playsets, which include the Millennium Falcon and a First Order Star Destroyer. And now, with the contents of the packaging being shown, let's go ahead and open up the Trunch Run set and see just how cool this set really is. And here are the contents from this set freed from their packaging. Now, let's go ahead and start looking at some of the individual pieces here. And to start off this review, I figured I'd go ahead and get the two little micro figures out of the way. On the left, we have an Imperial TIE Pilot, and on the right, we have Luke Skywalker. Now, just to give an idea just how small these things are, as we can see with Luke, he measures in just under 3/4 of an inch. I'd say about 2/3 of an inch. And about the same on the TIE Pilot. So that should give an idea just how micro these little figures are, just how tiny they are. But let's look at the Luke Skywalker. Now, as far as the facial expression is concerned, now, honestly, just from the face, really can't tell if it's supposed to be Luke. We can just only assume it's Luke. But overall, as far as how the little micro figure looks, the overall details are correct. From the orange jumpsuit to the straps, the detail on the helmet. I mean, overall, this looks like a Rebel pilot. And as far as the overall paint apps are concerned, this one looks good. This one looks great. Now, as far as the little TIE Pilot is concerned, now if you actually hold them under the light, you can make out various details on the helmet, which I think is good, which I actually find kind of impressive for something this small. And the two little white dots are supposed to represent the Imperial markings that would have been on the helmet. Obviously, they couldn't get that hand painted in. And the use of gloss black along with flat matte black, I think that looks really good. I mean, just the little details they were able to put on the TIE Pilot, I think it actually does look really good. Now, if you actually hold the helmet itself under some direct light, you can make out individual details. But otherwise, it's actually kind of hard to see. But as far as the little microfigures are concerned, I think they actually look really good. Next one up, what we'll be looking at is actually the battle-damaged Y-Wing. Now, as far as the overall details are concerned on the Y-Wing itself, I think the details on the very top are really good. That looks about like the workings of a Y-Wing. Now, along the side, along the nacelles, I think those look good. The detail along the side of the fuselage also looks good. The detailing on the bottom is actually really good. The paint apps actually do help to bring it out. Now, as far as what makes it a battle-damaged Y-Wing, the only thing I'm assuming it's supposed to be the black and the nacelles right back here. I'm assuming that's what's supposed to make it a battle-damaged Y-Wing. Because otherwise, I'm not seeing any visible signs of battle damage. But the fact that a Y-Wing is included in this set, that's enough to sell me. Because for me, this is easily my favorite ship from the original trilogy is this, the Ywing. The fact that one's included in this set, I'm just glad they actually included one. And next up, we have a pair of Ywings. Now, the one on the left is supposed to represent Wedge Antilles' Xwing. The one on the right is supposed to represent Luke Skywalker's Xwing. Now, I don't recall, other than prior to the assault on the Death Star, I don't recall Wedge's Xwing having the S-foils closed. But I think they did that just so we could have an Xwing variant, one with the foils closed, one with the foils open in attack position. Now, looking at Wedge's Xwing. Now, the paint apps actually do help to bring this one out. That looks really good. As you can make out the astromech droid. You can make out the various markings indicating that this is Wedge's Xwing. Now, if I had to give any complaints about this one, it's just that out of the packaging, the fuselage was actually bent upwards. Compared to some other ones I have gotten, this is actually down and straight along with the rest of the fuselage. So for me, this is just more of a minor annoyance. Now, as far as Luke's Xwing goes, as you can see, the nose isn't bent up nearly as bad on this one. You can tell that, you can just see just how badly risen up the fuselage is on Wedge's. But Luke's Xwing, on the other hand, you gotta admit, that looks really good in Micro Machine form. Now, the various paint apps do help to bring it out. The various markings to show that it's Luke's also help to bring it out. And just the fact that it's, with the S-foils in attack position, I think that helps to bring this little starfighter out. Now, the overall detailing they did for the very back of the fuselage, I think that looks good. But overall, I think both of these Xwings for the set were just well done. Just the fact we have an open S-foil and a closed S-foil variant with this set, I think is very nice, even though the closed S-foil variant does kind of, for me, it doesn't kind of make sense, but it's nice to have, a variant of each one. And the last ships we'll look at in this set are the two TIE fighters that come with this. Now, let's go ahead and look at the standard TIE fighter. Now, as I stated with the Imperial Pursuit set, I think this particular TIE fighter, for its size, is very well done. It's very well detailed. Just all the little markings, well, not markings, but the various little panel details, the various everything they're able to put on the fuselage, that they're able to put on the solar panels. I think they did a fantastic job on this little TIE fighter, because this looks like a very small replica of a TIE fighter. So this, they did a fantastic job on. Now, as far as the other one is concerned, that's the more interesting one here, as this is Darth Vader's TIE Advance. Now, the darker shade of, I want to say it's kind of a bluish gray. I can't think of the color right at the moment, but this helps to bring out this little TIE fighter. Now, just like with the solar panels on the regular TIE fighter, you can make out the various little grids, of little notches within the solar panels. Those look really good. They did those on both the outside and the inside of the wing panels. The overall details they did for the very top of the fuselage, the front, and the bottom, those really helped to bring out this little TIE fighter. And what I think is even cooler, this is just me, is if you have any help sets that have a TIE fighter, considering this one already comes with a TIE fighter, you can bring in another one to help really recreate that scene where Vader has two TIE fighters shadowing him right behind him. But overall, I think that for me, this is going to be really the main reason you want to pick up this set is for Darth Vader's little TIE Advance. Overall, these are very, very nicely done. Honestly, as much as I like that Ywing, I'm probably really impressed with this TIE Advance the most. And overall, what is my thought on the Trench Run set? For me, is it worth the $9.99? To me, yes, it is. But to me, I feel like this set's a little pricey. That's just my thoughts, though. But this really does help to recreate the Trench Run scene from A New Hope. I mean, yeah, the fact that Wedge's Xwing has his S-foils closed, that kind of throws me off a little bit. But aside from that, this is a very nicely themed little set here. If you're a fan of A New Hope, if you're a fan of the original Star Wars trilogy, then for me, if you don't have any of these vehicles, then this set is well worth picking up. Yeah, to me, it's a little pricey at $9.99, but it's a very well themed little set here. So for me, I could probably forget the price tag that it retails for. But that'll wrap up my review on the Star Wars Micro Machines Trench Run set. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.